It's Eurovision time again, darlings! For those of you who don't know, I am known for my snarky, controversial Eurovision opinions. Not even Donny Montel's meet me at McDonald's haircut is safe from my vicious mockery. And I'm back with more snarky, sassy commentary, ready to rip into these songs. So get your marshmallows ready because it's roasting time, baby! Or, that's what I would say if we didn't have an actually good lineup this year. Holy shoot, me actually liking the majority of Eurovision songs and saying they're good? I know, I'm shocked too. Now, of course, like every year, we have some stinkers. But almost every song is stinky in its own way. No Eurovision song is perfect. Okay, almost no Eurovision song is perfect. But since the bar is so high this year, I am not going to hold back. We have a pretty good diversity of music this year. It's all bangers, club music, crack cocaine, or a combination of all the above. I also watched almost all the pre-selections this year. They tended to either be a bloodbath or full of nothing. And a lot of the odds were also wrong. So, as a result, this year is going to be wild. Also, big thanks to Misia Eurovisia for all these really nice clips that were just perfectly compiled to me. Definitely go subscribe to him because he puts out all Eurovision news like super fast. So put on your sparkly sweaters and grab your nuclear missiles and let's get started. But first, let's have a moment of silence for our broke boys this year. Dearly broke boys, we pray to the Eurovision gods that next year you may bring your gay vampires, your glitter machines, and your bad English to Eurovision 2025. In Lord we pray. Amen. It's not terrible. It's okay. Nice to know that the UK is back to turning out forgettable songs that end in last place. It's like an average flapjack at a British coffee shop. It has a few pops of raisins, but it's mostly dry and bland. He has a lot of European fans, so I think he's going to get some votes, but it's not making it out of the upper teens, at least. Germany will be happy to have friends. Okay, Ukraine had a lot of amazing entries this year to choose from. So many. Almost all of them were amazing. The iconic Slavic English. My favorite, Yahudi, who had the best performance by far. Take a look at Tsunamia, it's amazing. And then motherfucking Melovine, who had this jaw-droppingly amazing performance. These girls won over all of them. Do not pay attention to the live stage performance. They had some bad tech issues and we could hardly hear them. But I assure you, they are amazing. If you listen to them live literally anywhere else, you will agree with me. Jerry Heil is who I wanted Ukraine to go with last year, and I'm happy she was able to finally get to Eurovision this year. Congrats, Jerry, you deserve it. They actually do deserve it. People are going to try to cry politics, but those people are wrong and those people are stupid. This is a genuinely good entry that actually deserves the place it gets. Without a doubt, they're making it to the final and getting into the top 10, and I think they actually might have a shot at winning, but I think they're just going to fall short. I see this year as one of Switzerland's good years. Every now and then they'll go off and produce trash. Or it'll be something really good. There is very little in between with Switzerland. It's so interesting in those high notes. I mean, I think I'm actually loving this. And the lyrics are actually kind of good too. Hey, this is a great song for my vocal range. If he can hit those high notes, top 10 for sure. Writing this out ahead of time, I know my favorite Smash Into Pieces will not win. And Sweden will choose some generic pop song instead. That is fine. I just want to promote Smash Into Pieces while I can because they're an amazing band that deserves recognition. Keep trying, Smash Into Pieces. If not, come to Germany. We'll send you. We literally have nothing else. Well, what do you know? I was right and Smash Into Pieces got third again. I guess Sweden is back to their fuckboy era. Their era of sending Justin Timberlake knockoffs and generic pop songs with sexy men to sing them. Are you kidding me, Sweden? You overwhelmingly voted for this? Even Daughter was better than this. And you put her in last? It's going to do well anyway because it's Sweden and the jury will happily eat anything Sweden sends, even if it's a turd. Sweden could send someone who farts into a microphone, and they'd still at least get 15th place. This song is just way overhyped. Also a little ironic that these guys are Norwegian. I wonder if the Finns put them up to it as revenge for last year. She may be unforgettable, but this song is not. I'm sorry, you picked this over the male version of Chanel? I mean, the lyrics are cool, but I'm not a fan of the melody. It just sounds so generic and bland. I actually like the Slovenian entry this year? Since when? Slovenia has been pandering to hipsters for years now, and when it's not, it's churning out meh and boring songs with pretty silvery effects. And now it can have a good song with pretty silvery effects. Lots of storytelling vibes this year, and I think I like it. Slovenia will make it to the finals, but it will be in the teens. It's cool, but it's not that cool. I also feel that this will have a beautiful performance. So apparently Teradora is this hyped singer throughout Europe. I don't get the appeal so far. The lyrics are lovely, but the song just drags for me. A lack of a catchy refrain can kill a ballad. I would have preferred Constructa to her, but yeah, I guess I understand why people like this song so much. This will make it though, because she has a lot of fans. Fine, I'll have my own Benidorm, with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the Benidorm. Literally, the song is about being rejected by Spain and going to San Marino like the Italians normally do. San Marino is giving us chaotic energy this year, and I am loving it. Slay, San Marino, slay! But something's missing that's keeping it from being a song that I like, though. And that's saying something, because as a rock fan in Eurovision, I normally take what I can get. I don't think it's going to be enough to make it to the finals, but it will definitely be iconic. It's okay. But it feels kind of draggy for me. When you have a ballad, you have to have a catchy, memorable melody, or it's going to sound slow and draggy. Look at Victoria from Bulgaria. Tears Getting Sober. Very slow, but it had a catchy refrain. Good song. Growing Up is Getting Old. Not so much. I think it may eventually grow on me because the lyrics are nice, and I think it has a decent shot. If that semi wasn't so packed, I would not be surprised if it fails to qualify. I see TVP decide to avoid another scandal and decide to remove the public vote altogether, so they can promote their generic pop song that belongs in the song you listen to just because they play it on the radio category. It's kind of catchy. The refrain, okay, is really catchy. And I think it's already growing on me, but Poland knows what's up. It kind of reminds me of a song that would be on Victorious. You guys remember Victorious? This is a Victoria Justice song, but Victoria Justice would sing it better. We wanted Satanism, damn it! To be honest, Justina's song wasn't that good, but it would have been much better and more entertaining than this generic jar of mayonnaise. Now, don't get me wrong. You can do a lot with mayonnaise. You can make a delicious Olivier salad that will feed you for weeks to come. You can make deviled eggs that only old people will eat. Or you could leave it in the jar and eat it plain like someone who has no life or taste buds. Poland can do a lot with this song. But I have a feeling that they're going to go the generic, tasteless route. But who knows? They may just make something tasty. But hey, every time the Poles hate their song, Europe loves it, which says a lot about their taste buds. So, I think it's catchy enough that it'll make it to the finals. If she doesn't bomb live. Norway had some stiff competition this year. Kaino was back. And then there was My AI, which everyone outside of Norway thought was their favorite. Kaino's song was good, but it was nothing compared to Monument and Spirit in the Sky. It was kind of lacking a lot. It has some non-relatable lyrics, but the music is amazing. And also, Norway singing in Norwegian? This is a treat, and it is making it to the finals. The Netherlands singing in Dutch? And German? Nani? Fun fact, this song has more German in it than Germany's songs have had in the past 17 years. 0 points from every country east of Poland, especially the Caucasus. But this song still slaps, and I know Western Europe is going to vote hard for it. I mean, it accrued 6 million views in like 7 hours. This reminds me of when I almost moved to the Netherlands. Definitely going to the finals, top 10 for sure. Moldova had pretty much nothing to offer this year. And they will get nothing. Boring song, NQ. Nice to know you're standing in solidarity with your sister country. This was the song that shattered the Eurovision odds. 4% chance of winning? Fuck you, watch me get lifted by sexy men. It's meh. The choreography is amazing though. It's like Chanel, but like upgraded and less splits. Too bad the song is generic as hell. Was really hoping for the Banana Man. That was a Eurovision treat. But the only thing that can save this song from an NQ is the choreography. Yes! Finally, Lithuania, you used that beautiful language of yours. Lithuania's national finals were full of really good songs, or really good performances. Kaboom was a guilty pleasure for everybody. I actually kind of liked Il Senzo's Depression song. As much as I love Monica Maria and The Roop, their songs were kind of mid this year. My favorite were these people. I just love the traditional kind of music vibe, and the melody is absolutely wonderful, and just give them some love. I hope they come back to Eurovision. This kind of slaps, and it's a refreshing vibe. It's something new, something different, and I got that vibe from Kärja last year. I'm getting it from a lot of entries this year. I like it. I like it when songs straddle genres and mix things to create something new. This feels like a fresh, ice-cold glass of water. You think you want something else until you drink it and you realize, nah, I don't need a sugary drink. This makes me feel satisfied and makes me feel good. While a club song, it has a charming melody and lyrics that just draw you in. The beat really builds you up. I wish he was showcasing his voice more. It's still missing something though, like a build-up or a climax or showing off his voice. Definitely making it to the final, definitely getting into the top 10. Here's to hoping for Lithuania's best entry ever. I'm proud of you, Lithuania, but do you want to know who I'm not proud of? So much disappointment. Oh, Luxembourg, this is how you come back? Drowning in the Rain was top 10 material, but no, it's generic radio song for Luxembourg. Just look at these lyrics. Look at them. I demand you to look at these lyrics and tell me that they are not top 10 material. Yes, it was a ballad, but it was a good ballad. Finding a good ballad in Eurovision that is not a power ballad is like finding a restaurant in Bavaria that's open on a Sunday. I mean, it's not terrible, it's just slightly better than meh. But I was really hoping for Luxembourg to come back swinging, and now I'm disappointed. It will make it anyway because people want to welcome Luxembourg back, but does it deserve it? No. Say what you want about this song, Latvia did not have better options this year. The next best option was the friggin' Kitty Cat song. It's a pretty good song, a little slow for my liking, but there's some really stiff competition this year, so chances of Dons making it aren't looking pretty. But I think you're cool, Dons. Your song is not bad. It's actually pretty good, and I'm proud of you, especially compared to the other garbage Latvia had this year. The juries are going to love this. Okay, Luxembourg is in Eurovision, Lithuania sent something decent, Croatia is actually good, the Netherlands is singing in Dutch and German, Norway is singing in Norwegian, I actually like the Slovenian entry, and now Italy is sending a woman? What year are we living in? The lyrics are very relatable, it is catchy as hell, and her performance is stunning. Also, all the other entries were really boring. First time watching Sanremo. Is it always custom for everyone to wear black? Is this song contest also a funeral? Why is almost everyone dressed in black? Definitely going to make the top and be a jury favorite, and it might just barely lose again like Italy tends to do. There's a chance she may win, but if she does, it'll be because of the jury. Okay, here it goes. It's a power ballad that I didn't expect to like so much. I love how she really shows off her powerful voice. Those high notes are so perfectly placed, and if she can hit those live, I think she'll be good. It is a wee bit generic. I mean, I honestly expected more oomph from a song called Hurricane. I was expecting something kind of upbeat instead of, well, depression. I think it's a little soon to send a song about October 7th, though. I know that according to the rules, that's technically not what this is about, but we all know that's what this is about. Stefania was about someone's mom. It was only made into a war-related song through the music video, after the song was written. And I think the music video was like that mostly for a charity event. 1944 was made about an event that happened 80 years ago. Yeah, you could say the timing was political, but it's kind of like Finland making a song about the Winter War and the occupation of Karelia after Russia did something that they didn't like. It's gonna be a toss-up for Israel. I think she'll make it because this has jury votes written all over it. Yeah, being also from Russia, yeah, she's probably gonna get booed. The first weirdo entry of the year, and it's already going down in Eurovision history. It's a strange genre, so it's hard for me to evaluate it. I can't really compare it to anything. It definitely stands out, and I will give it uniqueness points. It's not going to win, but it's going to be remembered for years to come, so it already won in that regard. I think it's campy enough to make it, but there's so many joke entries that I think the joke entry might be split. Especially since Ireland is in the same semifinal as Finland. Oh, that could end badly for both of them. This is the perfect song for Eurovision. 2002. I'm still dumbfounded that she won over Palestinian Cowboy. Another odds breaker. Wild West was a lot better than this, though I think I preferred the crazy Icelandic twins that were on crack. But Wholesome Old Lady is still Wholesome Old Lady, I guess. And I suppose I do like the gospel tones, so apparently she's represented Iceland in the past, which is likely why she won. But that semi is packed, so she is definitely not making it. It's a bit too clubby for me to love it, but I really like the ethnic feel. Finally, Greece realizes it's better off staying away from English. I'm really digging this, and the lyrics are nice too, but the music video has nothing to do with the lyrics though. I think this will be enough to get her to the finals. I would have preferred Naive by Marie Reim to this, but to be honest, all our options were pretty crappy. Believe it or not, this was one of the better ones. Yeah, we're just that bad. Oh, we should have sent the Schlager. We would have at least gotten points for original language. This is unfortunately meh. Last place, here we come! A little generic, but it slaps. You can tell this song was written specifically for Nutsa's voice. The lyrics could use some improvement. They're not horrible like last year. Not bad for writing the song in a month. You have some really good lyrics and then they're followed by some really bad ones. Georgia, please let me write your English lyrics. I will do it for free. When I saw Nutsa was going to represent Georgia, I had some very high expectations. This is someone who placed 12th on American Idol, so we know that she sounds good live, so we can expect a better live performance. I'm a little disappointed by this song, but I know it's already growing on me. I've already listened to it like dozens of times. Nutsa's voice is just that good to where I'm willing to kind of disregard some of these lyrics. I have a strong feeling that the performance is going to give everyone what they want. Great choreography, showing off her voice, cool campy outfits, sexy men in the background. This might be what Georgia needs to break its NQ streak. She's going to have to fight because that first semi is stuffed with good songs. But I think she'll do it. I think she'll score high with the jury with a voice like that. First impression, this is one of the Frenchiest songs ever. But after reading the lyrics, it's a pretty good song. Still too French for my takes. This won't get higher than 15th though. I watched UMK live, and when I saw Windows 95 men go from last place to first due to the televote, and then beat Sara Sipala, who I expected to sweep the entire contest, I just kept repeating, I can't believe this. I can't fucking believe this. I think this is just a message to shit on Sweden after last year, and I am loving it. This song is actually kind of catchy despite being a joke entry. The little details of the eagle screaming whenever he says the wind beneath my wings, just peak joke entry. Also a little ironic that his name is Windows 95 Men when Finland invented Linux. That's like Germany sending a guy called Honda Civic Man. This is the kind of song that gets no points from the jury and 300 points from the televote. But Finland had a lot of amazing entries this year. Cyan Kicks was pretty good, and Sara Sipala's Paskana, or Fucking Wreck in English, was so relatable it had a 61% chance of winning. And Windows 95 Man saw the Eurovision odds and smashed them into 1,000,000 tiny pieces, as well as Finland's chances of winning. But Finland has learned that winning Eurovision isn't everything. It's about being so iconic that everyone forgets about the winner and listens to your song and performance for years to come. And that is the true meaning of Eurovision. Estonia is following in Big Brother Finland's footsteps and sending memes. I would have preferred Ali, and Serotonin was pretty good too, but the applause these guys got is just... Estonia knows what it wants. For those of you who don't know, the title translates to "We really don't know anything about these drugs." It's a Eurovision treat. I hope they have a more entertaining performance than they did at SD-LOL though, because otherwise they may not make it. More props and weird shit, please. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Denmark didn't have really any good options this year. It's a meh song, and she has a good voice. The song is just very boring and generic. It just screams NQ. I would have preferred Basim to this. I mean, I like Basim, he has a cool voice. Or at least the Mirror Ball of Hope was at least a campy and entertaining entry. It's kind of catchy, not gonna lie. And the lyrics look okay. Okay, there's some areas that need improvement, but oh goodness, that live performance was yikes. This has NQ written all over it. It's okay. I mean, at least it's not a ballad. Thanks again, Cyprus. It's way too poppy and clubby for me to love it, though. I mean, I don't hate it. I think it might grow on me, who knows? But this thing is dying in the semifinals, though. It does not stand a chance against this stuffed semi this year. My favorite and a potential winner. If it does win, I think it deserves it. I'd love to see the words "baby lasagna" upon the wall of Eurovision winners, confusing generations for years to come. It's probably my favorite likely because I am from a small town and left for the big city, so this song is pretty relatable to me. Croatia's semis didn't really give too much this year. The only major competition was Let 3, who appeared again with the weird chicken song. It's a clusterfuck worth watching, though. This has televote winner written all over it. This is going to either win or come in third at the lowest, but I think likely it will be a second place song. Here's to hoping for Croatia's best result ever. This is shockingly good. Belgium has been awful or meh these past few years, but this, I feel this. And everyone else seems to feel it too. Definitely making it to the finals. Definitely getting above 15th place. My, Azerbaijan, you're quite late to the party, aren't you? Even Armenia beat you. Shame. Native language, impressive high notes, and an ethnic twist? I expected something more upbeat than this, to be honest, but I think it may grow on me. It's not bad. Dare I say, it's a bit good. Unfortunately, it might be an NQ though, unless the Turkish diaspora comes out of the shadows and spams their votes for their sister country. And when this thing gets NQ, Turkish nationalists are going to be like, See, this is what bias against the Turks. No, man, it's just that there's a lot of good songs this year. There's a chance it could make it. That first semi isn't too tough now that I look at it. It's going to be between Azerbaijan and Portugal for that last spot. I normally hate raves and club music. I have the wrong kind of autism, so I cannot enjoy a rave. But I'm not gonna lie, the song's kind of catchy. Europe has definitely decided it's in the mood for club music this year, so I think she'll make it to the finals if she doesn't bomb on stage. The lyrics are a bit cheesy, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging this. I like the Aboriginal injection into this song with the didgeridoo and the language. Who knew we'd get a native Australian language before Scots? Seriously, UK, what the It's a wee bit generic. Very generic compared to the rest of the entries this year, and it's going to blend into the others unless they really emphasize that ethnic aspect or make a memorable performance and really hit those notes. I do not think this is making it to the finals. Sorry, man. You know I'm a sucker for ethnopop. Of course I love this. The lyrics are few, but I still really like it. This gives me really good vibes, but it's in a tough semi. And Greece is kind of doing the same thing, but better. So I think there's a high chance that this isn't going to make it, but I wish Ladinivka the best. This slaps. Albania often sends out underrated gems, but their quality has been dwindling lately to just sending generic sexy women. We get it, Albania. Your women are hot. Can you write them some better songs? This song is just meh. Normally, Albania is one of the most underrated and skipped over countries in Eurovision. But this year, it deserves the NQ. This does not impress me. The English lyrics are super generic and bland too. This is kind of a letdown for me. Will not be shocked if it doesn't qualify. I don't think the Albanian diaspora can save this one. Overall, I actually really like this year's lineup. Probably because there's hardly any ballads in it. I feel like I would like the absolute majority of these songs, except for maybe 5, if they weren't against other really good songs. Even most ballads have a good melody to them and are written well. I think I like almost every song, at least to some degree. Well, almost. With the exception of Italy, all the top 6 are gonna be bathroom breaks for me. Sorry, do not like them. Biggest disappointment by far is Luxembourg, but overall, it's going to be a tough fight for the crown. There will be a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of people saying insert song here was robbed. Yes, there are going to be several robberies this year. I am not going to deny that. There's a lot of good stuff this year. The semis are going to be a bloodbath. I have no idea what is going to happen with the odds being all out of whack. I'm hoping it's Croatia, and I'm still kind of shocked that one of my favorites this year is actually on the path to possibly winning. Still feels strange, but I think we may get a battle between Italy, Croatia, and Ukraine. Lithuania and Croatia will likely see their best results ever. I think Georgia is going to break its losing streak this year. Latvia, maybe not. But regardless of what happens, I feel pretty confident saying that this is probably going to be one of the strongest years in Eurovision that we have seen in a very long time. And I pray that we don't have another pandemic to take it all away.